You know, I had the 3-ball on Cooper at the end of the clock that he threw up. Baltic made shots, and then we missed our one shot to win the game. So that's the way it goes sometimes. It was a great game. You know, probably we were a little bit careless with the ball, but other than that, I thought we played much better than when we took our 25-point butt whipping at OU 10 days ago or whatever.
We're going to take questions for Nick and for Alex first. Okay.
Alex, you tried to miss a free throw again and bounced in. Is that this one's that long?
Absolutely. I tried to throw it off the back rim, see if it bounced Siegs or Nick's way, and I don't know why the hell that rolled in, but.
What'd you learn?
That's the way a ball bounced today. It's simple as that.
Alex and Coach, you can answer this too. ESPN was reporting while the refs were discussing it that was actually an unreviewable play, that it should have stood as a tip-in field goal. Any thoughts about that?
Well, if it's an unreviewable play and they reviewed it, then they messed it up. I didn't think the ball went in, so I'm not going to I didn't think the ball was tipped in, so I'm not really going to complain about it. You know, it is what it is, really. You know, I think, in my view, the ball wasn't tipped in. So if it's unreviewable, it's unreviewable. At least they got it right, though. As long as it's right, who cares if it's unreviewable or not?
Alex, they were doubling up on the ball. What problems were they giving?
They were trying to force the ball out of my hands, so forcing somebody else to make a play. I was either trying to go over the big man or trying to throw it short into the elbow. It causes problems because usually I'm the one making plays for others to score, and they put us in a position where somebody else has to make those plays.
Questions for Nick or for Alex?
Nick, with this being your senior year, obviously a much MAC championship, you made it all 4 years, and you're going out on a bit of a low note. Any thoughts about your career?
It was a great ride. I mean, you know, it sucks to end up this way, but at the end of the day, you know, you look back and you had a tremendous 4 years. You have so much success. I mean, there's so many of my friends in this league that never went to NCAA tournament once, and I was blessed now to go twice. I mean, I'm still going to go to NIT, which is a good tournament, but it's not NCAA. But overall, it's just, you know, at the end of the day, someone loses, someone wins. Didn't go my way this way, but it's all right. Heads up, life goes on. The plan ain't going to stop because of this, so.
Marla?
I was just curious, is the way you guys sort of bounce back from the whole season's slow start, I mean, you know, and then just how do you feel about?
Well, you see, I mean, I'll just say, you know, how we start 3 and 5, and then we went on the run. We won like, I don't even know, 14 or 15 games, or I don't even know how many in a row. But you know, it's just it's a tremendous, you know, leap forward from those young guys that came in and they were so immature, and to see them to growing into players they are now, and then they're gonna continue to become better, and you know, they're just gonna keep on the legacy of, you know, Akron basketball, and that is winning. It was just, you know, like I said, it had to come to the end, and I would say, it's tough. It's tough, but overall, like I said, we had something to be proud of. We made it, I mean, 6 times in a row. Only team that's better than us, I think, is Gonzaga, wouldn't that matter. Win 2 out of 4 for me, pretty satisfied. I mean, and win the regular season. I mean, personally, if you look at it, I did it all here. I mean, beat Kent State 3 times in the season, got a regular season, went to the NCAA tournament, got 1,000-some points, be in the club with Len Paul and all those guys. It's just, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not satisfied. I wanted to win, but when you look at it overall, you still have to hang your head high.
All right.
Alex, you were perfect 5 for 5 from the field tonight. Do you feel talented shooting the ball?
Not at all. I came in the game. I knew I was going to get the chance to shoot, and I was ready. Since I woke up, I was ready to come in here and just come and let them go. Everything. This is the type of games that I love. I love the pressure, and I just came to play.
Nick, only 2 shots in the second
No, it's just how they want the flow of the game. I mean, sometimes you get the ball more, sometimes you don't. I mean, nothing big difference that they made. I mean, I just was trying to involve my teammates. I don't even know how many assists I ended up with, maybe 4 or 5. So that get me going. But it is what it is. It could have gotten more, sure, but who cares?
Alex, I came in a little bit late. Did you try to miss the second free throw?
Absolutely. I tried to shoot that off the back rim, see if it would bounce over the OU defenders into Zeke's hand, see if he could tip it in. Either side. I don't know how that rolled in, but I guess just how Coach said, it wasn't our day.
Alex, did you think that was the right call, that it wasn't tipped in?
At the beginning, I thought it was really close. I wasn't really sure because from my angle, I got the back view, so I wasn't able to see whether they touched it or not. I was just praying to God they did, but from if they reviewed it and say it wasn't good, it wasn't good.
They played the same way they did the last 2 times we played, really. They doubled the ball screen and they doubled the low post, which means you have to throw out of the low post. And, they did what they had to do, and we made better adjustments, played better than we did the last time. The ball just didn't bounce for us. That's simple as that. But I'm not disappointed. Listen, we've been fortunate to win some of these games too, so you got to take the good with the bad sometimes. Our kids played hard, and they played together. And that's really what I'm about. And I thought they played their hearts out. Every time they got hit in the mouth, they came roaring back. And they showed tremendous resiliency all year long. And it's a tribute to the guys in our locker room. And so we only had 5 guys that ever played for us. So it says a lot about them. I thought our guys did a great job, really. Were we perfect? No. I didn't think we played a perfect game, but we certainly played a good enough game to win. The ball just didn't bounce our way. They made some big shots, and they were outside jump shots. So if you lose that way, that's the way you lose. We had the shot to win it. We missed it. They made theirs, and that's how they won. Well, he had a couple threes that were interesting tonight, but we switched more ball screens than we ever have against them because we didn't feel like they ever really threw it inside on our middle-sized guys, and we didn't want to get spread out on rotations. They're really good at getting you spread out on ball screen rotations. So what we really tried to do was make somebody else beat us other than him. But the one thing is if you hold Kellogg and Walter off, generally you have a great chance to win. We held them good enough to win. The game was our kind of a game, scoring-wise. They like to play a little faster, a little bit higher scoring. These are the kind of games we normally win or have a great chance to win. So we did what we had to. We made a few turnovers when it mattered. I thought hurt us. But other than that, I can't ask for much more. I knew it was going to be a close game. But just think about it. Like, they had us down 30 points. I don't know when was that game. I mean, they just smashed us. So, again, it talks to the ability to pick yourself up off the canvas. And you got to give our guys a lot of credit. You got to give them a lot of credit. He's done a heck of a job. They got a good team. They're going to give somebody some problems if they shoot the ball. If they shoot the ball well, they're going to give somebody problems in the NCAA tournament. And he's done a terrific job of making them a really good team. You don't win 27 games if you're not a really good team now. And I think by far it's the best team they've had. They play much harder. They defend harder. They care about every possession. They play well together. I'm just glad he's young and he's going to get another job. And I'm old and I'm not. We called 2 plays in the huddle. We tried to throw over the top of them, and that didn't go. And then we put it in Alex's hands again. So I guess when you get a 10-foot jumper from a pretty good shooter that looks like it's going in, then you get what you want. I mean, it's not exactly how you drew it up, but it never is, really. So, again, those are the ones you got to make to win.
You were 9 of 12 from beyond the arc tonight. Should you have gone outside a little bit more? I said you were 9 of 12 from 3 points tonight. Should you try outside a little bit more, get more threes?
Well, I mean, you take the threes that you get, and you don't take the ones you don't get. I mean, I don't really look at it like that. I mean, you just play, and if you get the three ball that's open, you shoot it, and if you don't get the three ball that's open, you don't shoot it. I mean, if you look at their team, they shoot 200 more threes than we do on the season. So they play to their style, we play to our style. It's simple as that. And may the best team win. Yes.
Keith, I'm sorry, I got here a little late. You were in the middle of talking about the free throw. And you thought that was, they made it, you didn't think it was tipped in?
No, I thought it was the right call. I really don't care if it's reviewable or not, really, as long as they make the right call. Those rules are stupid anyway. Let's get the call right, not worry about whether it's reviewable or not. That's the way I see it. We've been in some bizarre ones here, though, right? Like the clock malfunction, the fake tip-in, I don't know.
Coach, Alex had 19.7 assists. Just your thoughts on his play tonight?
Well, you heard what I said last night, right? I said he's going to be the next great player that we have. And I think he's just scratching the surface. He's a terrific player. As he gets in better condition, he understands what he can be. He puts basketball first. I think he's the next great player for us. I mean, he's such a great kid. I mean, it's hard to explain the camaraderie and the pack that we have. I don't know whether it's because we're both midgets, but I mean, I love that kid. I mean, I've been in his home in Puerto Rico. His mother's done a terrific job with him. She's put him first. I mean, I'm just glad we have him and don't have to play against him.
Keith, on that, we all remember when he came back against VCU, amazingly from that knee injury. His progression through the season was absolutely phenomenal. Where is his spectrum, for a better word, in your mind?
Well, we're going to find out. And again, a lot depends on him and, what he thinks is important. But I think he's a big leaguer at some level, because the thing is, he's only 5'8", but he's got like a 6'2" or 6'3" wingspan. So he's much like Cooper. Like Cooper has those long arms, which makes him much bigger than he really is. And, you look at those two guys, they're kind of, and I don't think Alex is quite what Cooper is yet, but the one thing they both have is tremendous instincts as to how to play the game. They both do a lot of things that you can't really teach. And that's what separates good players from great players, is that instinctiveness.
What are you going to say to your seniors now after this heartbreaking loss?
I already said it. I mean, I thanked them. I mean, that's how our program's been built, on 4-year guys. Those guys have had a terrific career. Brett had a tough year for us, which I feel bad about. But we'll take care of him somehow, and we always do. We take care of our own at Akron. And then Nicola coming back, he didn't have to come back. He graduated in 3 years. Those guys been in a lot of big ball games. You gotta love what they did for the program. But look at their team. They got everybody back. We got everybody back but 2. So there are going to be some battles over the next couple of years. So it'll be interesting.